Hi, I'm Ed, and today we're going to roast a chicken, but we're going to butterfly it first so that it cooks more evenly. Alright, so we could just throw the chicken in the oven. I got a small chicken, a 4-pounder. We could just salt and pepper this guy, a little oil, or smear it with some butter, throw it in the oven, and that would be great. But, you know, because there's this big hole in the middle, it's like an air cavity, and it acts like an insulator. It prevents most chickens from browning evenly, cooking evenly. So one way around this is to just cut out the backbone. Just a good pair of, this is what poultry scissors are for. Just cut all the way through on one side of the spine, the backbone, and then cut on the other side. It's really pretty easy. And it's better to practice it on a small chicken. So look at that, there we go. So now, once it's open, we just press it down a little, make sure we crack the breastbone. Now this thing's going to cook extremely evenly. Now we're going to salt, pepper it, oil it, and put it in the oven. Alright, so all we have to do now is the usual kosher salt, fresh ground pepper, and a little extra virgin olive oil. Just spread that evenly. And then we just flip it over and repeat. It's like that shampoo thing, rinse and repeat. Same thing. Kosher salt. Fresh ground pepper again. Now, if you really wanted to have a nice brown on this, extra brown, and you don't mind some butter, you could definitely smear some butter on this right now. But I'm going to do this a little bit differently, so I'm just going to finish coating it with the oil. And I'm going to do this breast side down for the first half of the cooking. So I'll do bones up. And then after about half an hour or so, that way the juices will settle into the breast. After half an hour or so, we're just going to flip it over once, and that way we'll finish the browning with the skin out. Alright, so our chicken's been in for about half an hour, 350. This part's not super critical, the timing, but you just let it cook for a while. Now I'm going to flip it over and let it brown on the other side now, on the breast side. And what I'm going to try to do here is we're going to insert our probe. We have our meat thermometer set to chicken, which they say is 180, but you know, anything over 160 is going to be pretty nice. And I'm going to try to put it into the breast, not touching any bones. So this is okay. I think that's good. Anyway, touch the bone and come back a little bit. That's fine. Back in the oven at a little higher temperature, maybe 425, 450, to let the skin brown on the outside, and just watch that thermometer. So here we go. Alright, so we took our chicken out when the thermometer hit about 173, 174. It's going to go up a little bit closer to 180, so it's very important to let it rest for at least 10 minutes, and then we will cut it up. Alright, because our chicken is butterflied, it's extremely easy to serve this up. You can just literally take a nice big knife, cut it right down the middle. And we end up with two beautiful pieces. Now I can just kind of cut off the leg if somebody wants the dark meat. Serve that up like that. And the breast is perfectly cooked. And we can just either serve it up like that or cut it off in one piece. Since it's a nice small chicken. It's still hot. Sorry about that. I like to cut it off in one piece like that and just serve it right on a plate. And then just use the excess pieces for, you know, slicing off as you wish. Just peel them off as pieces at that point. Okay, here we have it. Our butterflied roasted chicken, this time served with peas and mushrooms.